Women are pressured and told to marry when they're young because when women get older, they learn more about men. And the more that a woman knows about a man, the more she learns about men, the less likely it is that she's going to want to be with a man. Why do you think there's so much social pressure on women for marrying at a very early age? That's because the moment that women get older and start realizing how a lot of men are, I'm not saying all men, but the moment that they realize how a lot of men think, they're not going to want to be with one. And this is exactly why as soon as a woman gets into her 30s, all of a sudden people start asking her, why are you not married yet? Why haven't you started a family? You're in your 30s. You should have married early. Marry early. Marry while you're young. Marry while you have your youth. Marry while you're beautiful. Because when you're in your 30s, no one's going to want you. This comes from both men and women, exponentially more from men than it does from women, but we hear it on both ends. You've heard the questions from your aunts, your uncles, other family members. You're 30, you're 31, you're 32, you haven't started a family, you haven't found a husband yet, your clock is ticking, your beauty is running out. The thing is, women who are in their 30s and are single, it's because they're aware of how things are. They're aware of how men are. And they're not just going to settle because of familial or social pressure. They are not going to settle just because. And that's good. Because the moment you settle for somebody because you start feeling some pressure from motherfuckers telling you and asking you about a family and shit, you fucked up. You're settling because of other people's pressure, not because you really want to. And this is one of the reasons for why a lot of men who see a woman in her 30s and single think she's a red flag, because they can't manipulate her, they can't control her, they can't do whatever it is that they want with her, they can't play mind games on her. This woman in her 30s and single has mastered the art of solitude. She's okay with being alone, and a lot of men don't like that because they want to feel needed, which is why they go for the younger women to try to brainwash them and indoctrinate them into thinking they have to marry early on, because when they marry older, no one's going to want them. Think about that. Women are pressured to marry very early on because the more they learn about men, the less they want to be with one. Enjoy your youth and enjoy your beauty. Do not let no motherfucker rob you of your youth and your beauty. And do not let anybody pressure you into thinking you have to be married because you're a certain age. Live your life and enjoy it unapologetically.